Good afternoon. My name is Art Robotham. I am CEO of Hall Communications. WYLI has been a long-time member of the Hall Communications broadcast family and has been a bedrock within this community and the forefront of entertainment and music for Eastern Connecticut. In the spirit of that, we have embarked upon something new. We have started a show called Homegrown, which you are about to hear. This is to foster Connecticut artists and introduce you to local musicians. Some you will like, some you won't. Some you will be confused by, some you'll be inspired by. However, these are all Connecticut artists. This is about introducing our audience to what is going on here in Connecticut in the spirit of what WILI has always been about, which is providing you with quality information, entertainment, and local content. Now sit back and enjoy Homegrown with James Matt Rupar on WILI.
Good evening. Do not attempt to adjust your radio. There is nothing wrong. We have taken control to bring you this special show. Welcome to Homegrown Hour on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. I'm your host, Matt Rupar. During this hour, we will explore local music from local musicians here in Connecticut. You will not only hear new music, but we will dive into the minds of the musicians, and on special occasion, in-studio performances. Homegrown is sponsored by Eastern Insurance Associates, 6 Stores Road on the Mansfield-Willimantic Town Line. Are you from Connecticut? Do you have original music? Do you want that original music played on the radio? Well, here's your chance. Email me at matt.rupar@gmail.com. That's matt.rupar@gmail.com with your original songs and a brief description about yourself and the music, and I will be happy to play it on Homegrown. Be sure to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel as well. There you will find this show and many other programs from WILI. Just search WILI Radio in YouTube. Missed an episode of Homegrown? You can go to WILI.com and go to the podcast section. There you will find every episode of Homegrown. To kick off Homegrown this week, here's my song, Creepin, the 8th track from my upcoming album, Feed the Flames. That was my song Creepin from my upcoming album Feed the Flames. Caving In was written by Dr. Martino from Wyndham and is the second and title track from their EP Caving In, released July 15th, 2017.
Homegrown with Matt Rupar on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Eastern Insurance Associates, 6 Stores Road on the Mansfield-Willimantic Town Line. That was Dr. Martino with Caving In from their 2017 EP, Caving In. Here's Happy Ending from New Haven with Our Forgotten Past, the 15th and final track from their album, Smile for the Camera, released November 13th, 2020.
Sometimes our lives just don't make sense. Living in the present tense, changing just the circumstance, plays in a game of chance. I've forgotten past. What's important was all things that last. I've forgotten past. Well, what's important was seldom seems to last. Remember friends from long ago, we do not like misty hazy apricot, it slips away. It cannot stay like this forever. I've forgotten past. What's important once often doesn't last. I've forgotten past, but what's important once seldom seems to last. Hold on to our finest hours, don't let the sweet taste turn the sour. Cultivate a fond regret for lovers we just can't forget. The present is its own reward, always going overboard, changing just through circumstance, playing in the game of chance. Oh, through fading of the memory, I lose touch, I lose much. Through misty hazy apricot, it slips away. It cannot stay like this forever. I've forgotten past. What's important once often doesn't last. I've forgotten past. What's important once seldom seems to
That was Happy Ending with Our Forgotten Past from their 2020 album, Smile for the Camera. Honk If You Feel Fine was written by the Foresters from Bethany and is the 10th track from their album, House Stories, released June 9th, 2017.
Asked her out just yesterday. I knew she was gonna say, well, you're not my type. Life with her's a shameful dread, putting things into my head, blocking me in my sight. Well, that's alright, I'll be here tonight. Just a moment, wait for a little while. Oh, we'll turn up right. Here's a reading from the bumper sticker on your 95. Oh, it says, Honk if you feel fine. She had a smile like picture books. Every picture that we took seemed to tell me that time to play these waiting games, turning into mating games. Ain't that a fact? It's getting old, can't I be alone? Just a moment, wait for a little while. Oh, we'll turn out right. And here's a reading from the bumper sticker on your 95. Oh, it says, Honk if you feel fine. Put on his disguised image cry when you saw what he had done. Just a moment, wait for a little while. Oh, we'll turn out right. And here's a reading from the bumper sticker on your 95. Oh, it says, Honk if you feel fine. And I feel
You're listening to Homegrown with Matt Rupar on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Eastern Insurance Associates. 6 Stores Road on the Mansfield-Willimantic Town Line. That was the Foresters with Honk If You Feel Fine from their 2017 album, House Stories. Here's the Chuck Hestons with the Big Sadlowski, the 7th track from their 2005 album, Glitch.
Sadlowski, do you remember the day that we met watching Dinosaur Jr.? Sadlowski, that was long ago. Remember good times like the last show, for instance? We checked out the indie rock girls from a distance. Sadlowski, that was a fun show. Sadlowski, can't wait till the next show. Sadlowski, let's go make a movie with Cormo. Sadlowski, you're hard to ignore. Sadlowski, the ceiling fell down on your head. That story's so funny, but I'm glad you're not dead. Sadlowski, you deserve much more. At chillin' and grillin', we all were so hungry. You grilled while we chilled, and we blew up a Gumby. Sadlowski, you're a righteous dude. And you knew I was vegan, so you made me a salad. The croutons were homemade, your kindness was valid. Sadlowski, thanks for the food. Sadlowski, I dated your sister. Sadlowski, I'm sorry I dissed her. Sadlowski, she was such a bore. Sadlowski, 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 Sadlowski.
That was the Chuck Hestons with the Big Sadlowski from their 2005 album, Glitch. Showboat was written by T-Rec, an experimental electronic rock group from New London, and is the 3rd track from their album, No Nada, released May 4th, 2018.
Showboat. Randall and out of control. He felt the high when he was losing his soul. You shield your face when your body breaks. You shield your face when your body breaks. Randall and out of control, baby. Randall and out of control, baby. Randall and out of control, baby. Randall and see a showboat.
T-Wreck with Showboat from their 2018 album, No Nada. We'll be right back with more Homegrown on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM, sponsored by Eastern Insurance Associates.
There's a place that's nearest to heaven, where the hills roll up to the sky, and the land is peaceful and lovely. It's where I want to live and die. I love the hills of my Connecticut. I love its valleys and its streams. I've got my loved ones in Connecticut, and they're always in my dreams. My heart is home among those friendly hills, and no matter where I roam, I love the hills of my Connecticut, Connecticut, my own. My heart is home among those friendly hills, and no matter where I roam, I love the hills of my Connecticut, Connecticut, my Take a look at the map of United States and you'll find Connecticut.
Take a look at the map of Connecticut and you'll see the place of my birth.
It's the grandest place on earth. Willimantic, Willimantic, my hometown. There's a good main street where good neighbors meet. Miles of smiles keep chasing you around. You'll be living, life's worth living. Once you're here, you'll stay. We have everything to make a man a king in Willimantic, USA. We have everything to make a man a king in Willimantic,
welcome back to Homegrown. I'm your host, Matt Rupar, on WYLI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Homegrown is sponsored by Eastern Insurance Associates, 6 Stores Road on the Mansfield-Willimantic Town Line. Are you from Connecticut? Do you have original music? Do you want that original music played on the radio? Here's your chance. Email me at matt.rupar@gmail.com. That's matt.rupar@gmail.com with your original songs and a brief description about yourself and the music, and I will be happy to play it on Homegrown. Be sure to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel as well. There you will find this show and many other programs from WILI. Just search WILI Radio in YouTube. Missed an episode of Homegrown? You can go to WILI.com and go to the podcast section. There you will find every episode of Homegrown. Strap in for another half hour of music. Here's Paul Flaherty, Randall Colbourne, and Mike Roberson with Bloodburst, the third track from their 2012 album, Smoke Shadows.
Flaherty, Randall Colbourne, and Mike Roberson with Bloodburst from their 2012 album Smoke Shadows. The Strong in Spirit was written by Hugh Blumenfeld and is the sixth and title track from his 1988 album The Strong in Spirit.
The strong in spirit all live numbered days and know it. They know they will not mend, and all their broken dreams go farther than the dreams they never tried. The strong in spirit give the gift of wonder, and they wonder. A child has less to learn, and all the things they show us surprise us and live on inside us. The strong in spirit wear bright clothes of fire. They dance and burn. The light is worth the pain. The light is worth the pain. The pain stops when the flame dies out. The strong in spirit sing their songs in darkness. They sing even in darkness. They sing this song. They sing this song.
You're listening to Homegrown with Matt Rupar on WYLI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Eastern Insurance Associates. 6 Stores Road on the Mansfield-Willimantic Town Line. That was Hugh Blumenfeld with The Strong in Spirit from his 1988 album, The Strong in Spirit. Here's the Alex Butterfield from New Haven with Candy's Got It, the second track from their album, Psychedelic Pop, released August 14th, 2020.
Candy's got it. Candy's got it. Candy's got it. And a smile that turns to eyes, 'cause every good thing has its price, and you pay when Candy's got it. Candy's got it. Oh, she's got it. Candy's got it. Oh, she's got it. Candy's got it. And she shares it with her friends. When the sun shines and she walks away, and Candy's got it.
That was the Alex Butterfield with Candy's Got It from their 2020 album, Psychedelic Pop. Lucid Dreams was written by Mandy T and is about how she would avoid sleeping because sleep meant going somewhere dark, where every night was a nightmare.
You ever been at the portal? Half dead, half alive, all immortal. It's a pour slow, slow pour. Sip it in and soak it up and try to learn more like it's your first tour or your last tour. What more could you ask for? That creeping up every night even faster, like I'm Nick with a master, trained in disaster. Leave your flat on your back playing Casper. And nowadays, it's backwards to hear rappers spitting facts about cashiers that cash in on your life when you close your eyes at night. It's not wrong and it's not right, it's just a spark we didn't light. Lots of time to sleep when I die. Awake at night, just enjoying my ride. Lots of time to sleep when I die. Awake every night, just enjoying the high. If sleep is the cousin of death, then why stress? Cause every moment that we awake has been blessed. The more challenges, the more we progress. We as talented as the best of the best. If sleep is the cousin of death, then I must be inbred from the dish in my head. My dreams are like movies that awaken the dead. Am I awake too or still tucked in my bed? Astral projection feels like a prison sentence, sent in mad directions, all different dark dimensions. Someone intercepting all the messages they're sending. Send them back to Earth, never ask them any questions. Should I mention? I feel like I'm tormented. Now with their perception, they just wouldn't get it. So it's best to just forget it, not to give them any leverage. Fall asleep and dream about the things they can't imagine. They call you crazy cause you way above the average. Howard in your waking life, but dreaming you're a savage. Your soul is like a battle axe tearing through the blackness. Your thoughts are like shattered glass scattered on your mattress. Lots of time to sleep when I die. Awake at night, just enjoying my ride. Lots of time to sleep when I die. Awake every night, just enjoying the high. If sleep is the cousin of death, then why stress? Cause every moment that we awake has been blessed. The more challenges, the more we progress. We as talented as the best of the best. If sleep is the cousin of death, then I must be inbred from the shit in my head. My dreams are like movies that awaken the dead. Am I awake too or still tucked in my bed? Hypnagogic hallucinations, hearts racing, and I'm trapped in a cold, dark basement. I've been this place before, my man. Mask on my face, demons burning, holding my hand, and I can't wake myself up, see I'm stuck. Being strangled by some succubus, eternal lust just trying to bust it. And I must do what's just, do what's balanced. Mandy T, I accept any challenge, accept any bet. Sleep is the cousin of death, he's no threat. It's all in your head, hold sweats in your bed, feel steady replay. It's no wonder I ain't slept in days, on my knees I beg and pray. Lots of time to sleep when I die. Awake at night, just enjoying my ride. Lots of time to sleep when I die. Awake every night, just enjoying the high. If sleep is the cousin of death, then why stress? Cause every moment that we awake has been blessed. The more challenges, the more we progress. We as talented as the best of the best. If sleep is the cousin of death, then I must be inbred from the shit in my head. My dreams are like movies that awaken the dead. Am I awake too or still tucked in my bed?
That was Mandy T with Lucid Dreams. To wrap up Homegrown this week, here's my song, Purify, the 6th track from my album, The Scavenger, released January 19th, 2023. Special thanks to Eastern Insurance Associates for sponsoring the show. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you here next week for more Homegrown on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM.
Craving for your death, putrid, stinking breath, feelings I repress, till there's nothing left at all. Up high, you are next to die. The earth I purify it all. from the bone, descend from the unknown. This infamy I condone. You won't die alone at all. Wounds upon your face, pain from our embrace, brutal final chase, bodies I erase, them all.